Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. You'll know that I'm not a big fan of handbag reviews because I just like to see how things work out for me. But I did offer on one of my recent videos about whether or not you would be interested in a comparison between my Fendi Mini Baguette and my Chanel Mini Rectangular. And overwhelmingly the response was yes please. So I have with me today two Fendi Mini Baguettes, one in the Napa leather from 2020 in the beautiful lilac, and one in the Zucca uncoated canvas, very recent, I think it's from this year. And you can see that they are slightly different construction on the side here. So for the purpose of what fits, I thought it would be worthwhile putting both bags in the mix and obviously comparing lambskin with lambskin also works. So it'll be a pretty dynamic kind of comparison, a showdown of sorts. I've got lots of information here to take you through. What I'm going to be covering is the price that I paid, the price today, how resale goes on these bags, the shopping experience in terms of availability options and the store experience, what fits inside, the versatility of how you can wear it and where, and ultimately at the end, which I prefer overall. All right, I'm going to try and make this very snappy and quick and full of facts so that you don't get as bored as I get making these videos. Okay, we are going to start with the Chanel Mini Rectangular. I purchased this beautiful black lambskin with silver hardware Chanel Mini Rectangular from the boutique in 2018 at the end of the year, where I was lucky enough, what is going on here, to receive the beautiful holiday packaging that year, which was the gold dipped camellia. This bag, when I purchased it, was about $4,600 in the boutique, and today this bag retails for $6,560 in the boutique, and that is for a classic combination just like this one. All prices that I mentioned today will be in Australian dollars, so for those of you who do live abroad, your money gets a lot more than ours does. So let's compare that one to my 2020 Mini Baguette from Fendi. This one I purchased brand new from the boutique in 2020. This one was sourced for me from the boutique. It came all the way from Thailand in this beautiful seasonal lilac colour with brushed gold or antique gold hardware. This one, I just dug the receipt out, retailed for $3,150 when I bought it, and they're now selling for $3,450 for the mini size. It does not matter whether or not you purchase a Napa leather mini baguette or a Zucca uncoated canvas mini baguette, the retail price is still the same. And for many of us Fendi lovers, we do tend to struggle with paying the same price for uncoated canvas as we do for Napa leather. I don't know why they do it, but they just do. Now, in terms of resale, I think we all pretty much know that trying to find a Chanel Mini Rectangular these days is like trying to find a needle in a haystack in terms of the boutique experience. So for resale, these ones tend to fetch at least the same as retail or more, depending on limited colours and collections. A classic one will always be in demand, but most people are wanting, absolutely great quality and not prepared to accept any wear and tear. If you add caviar to the mix, caviar stopped being made back in 2018 in the mini rectangulars, as far as I'm aware, then the price is even higher. For the Fendi Mini Baguette, depends. If you're after a seasonal colour, you can still chase down, and I'm aware of some of my subscribers and friends chasing down limited colours from the 2020 collection because it was a beautiful rainbow baguette colourway that year. The Fendi baguettes from those years can still be found, but they will cost you today's prices. So I paid $3,150. Now you will be charged $3,450. In terms of resale, for those particular limited colours, you might be able to pick up exactly what you paid for it, so long as your piece is in really good condition. However, I just picked up the Zucca print Baguette, which retails for $3,450 for $2,600 in pretty much 9 out of 10 condition. The only thing it was missing was the box and the original receipt. Everything else was included and the condition was immaculate. So that really surprised me about the price difference, and that was through a luxury consignment store. So whoever purchased that bag originally would have gotten even less than $2,600. I do not see many of them around on the resale market in great condition. So I guess it's an unknown in terms of whether or not you would be able to get decent resale if you were to move your mini Baguette on after a little while. Okay, in terms of the in-store or the shopping experience, as I mentioned before, you cannot really go into Chanel and ask to purchase a mini rectangular bag. I mean, you can, but the chances are you're going to get the, no, sorry. I picked mine up because there was a gent who was purchasing a gift for his wife. He had 3 shortlisted. He went away to think about it and I jumped in. Sorry, wife. Because I knew how hard it was going to be for me to pick one of these up in the boutique otherwise. So very, very difficult to find. Pretty much always subject to price increases, and those prices don't get any cheaper when you start looking for them pre-loved. The Fendi mini baguettes pretty much come out every season with Fendi. They're always offered in a range of different colours, in different materials. They are always super fun. They're starting to get harder to get, but you just need to go to Fendi and build a relationship with a client advisor, and if you can't get to a Fendi store, they have a way to contact them through their website. Do that and start talking to them on WhatsApp. Have a personal relationship and you can get pretty much anything that you want. This one here is stocked all the time. It's like a classic for Fendi, so you should be able to pick up the Zucca, or they should be able to get it in for you if they don't have it in stock pretty much all year round. Obviously, this one's a seasonal colour. As I said, there are still some of the seasonal colours floating around. I'm not sure about lilac, but I definitely know some bubblegum pinks and some beautiful blues are floating around, so you may be able to get those. You can also buy Fendi online, which means that you can, check the website, see when things come into stock and grab them really quickly. You obviously can't purchase Chanel online yet. There is no e-commerce store unless you're buying pre-loved. So accessibility, Fendi definitely wins. Now, I have done a few reviews on this bag before, comparing it to my Chanel wallet on chain, and I think I've also compared it to some other mini bags. So it won't be news to you in terms of what fits, but what I'm going to use for the what fits today are going to be a couple of things that I would use regularly with a mini bag. I'm also going to include a pair of reading glasses. For me, I've got my blue light glasses, but a lot of people don't use mini bags because they won't fit reading glasses, so I thought I would see if I could fit them in a soft case and see if that helps you. So this bag has a beautiful turn lock mechanism. The strap can be stored inside of the 2 grommets inside the bag, but it is not adjustable, and it is secured inside the bag on these D-rings that are stitched on these loops in between the 2 bits of leather on the side of the bag. So it's a pretty secure kind of fastening there, and everyone's talking about Chanel quality these days, but in terms of the strap falling out, I don't think that that's likely to happen. This one does have a little bit of wear from wearing it crossbody just across the top here of that seam. People talk about getting wrinkles in their bags. Like, I've moisturised mine a couple of times. It probably needs to be moisturised again, but it's leather, like that's going to happen. Inside of the bag, in terms of organisation, you have a slip pocket here and then a zipper pocket at the back with a lovely little zipper pull that has the Chanel on the side of it. Now, I already know what fits, but I'm just going to play around with a couple of combinations for your benefit. When taking this bag, I would take my Chanel card holder. This is the reissue. I would also take my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder in Epi. You can see kind of how thick that one is. And I just put those together side by side. I've got a plus size iPhone. I think this one's a 10 X Max. So I've slid that down the front there. I have my Apple AirPod Pros. I'll have a lip colour. So this is the Dior Lip Glow. And I'll pop that one in. And my car fob, which I need to get. And my car fob, which I just sit along the top there. Now I've got that pair of little reading glasses in this soft bag. Let me pop that in the top and see if I can close it. I'm not feeling confident, guys, but let's see. Oh no, it might work. No, it's not going to happen. So just a minute. Let's see if I can pop that key fob down the side. Okay, I've made it work. So you can see here the bag is stuffed. And I'll open it up and show you now the layout. So I've got the glasses sitting across the top of the bag. Take those out. And then inside of the bag you can see the phone, the key holder, the card holder, the AirPods, the lip colour, and then down this side here I've got the key fob. So everything's sitting in there beautifully. Oh, there's the key fob there. So it is Tetris, but it's absolutely doable. The good news is that the glasses would sit on the top. Now, obviously, there's a couple of things that you can do to make use of the space in this bag. The first one is you don't necessarily have to take a card holder because there is some organisation in the back of the bag. You can actually put your cards and money in that little zipper section at the back of the bag and therefore not need to have an additional leather good, which is going to free up a fair bit of space. You could potentially put a pack of tissues in as well. And the glasses, and that one, closes up really well. So capacity for this little bag is really amazing. So I'm going to take all of that out and just for interest's sake show you, if you're one of those people that prefers to carry a mini pochette as your catch-all and put all of those things, kind of like a bag liner I suppose, inside of your bag, it will definitely fit inside of the Chanel Mini along with the phone, which I'll kind of pop in there, and I'll see if I can fit the key holder as well. No. So yes, you do need to make some sacrifices depending on what you prefer to carry, but mini bags require you to be just a little bit more flexible with what you take, or how you take it I should say. Now I didn't mention before because it's not really useful, but there is obviously this little Mona Lisa pocket on the back of the bag. Your phone is definitely not going to fit in there. Potentially your transport card or a parking ticket might fit in there, but again, why? I just don't think you would use it. So that's what fits in the Chanel Mini Rectangular. Let me show you what fits in the Napa Leather Fendi Mini Baguette. So this bag, as I said, it's kind of squishy. Nothing quite prepares you if you haven't felt one of these before for the sensation of it. They are really quite mushy and squishy. You can see it's got the debossed Fendi Zucca logo. Now this one does not have any external pockets at all, and it's got a magnetic closure, not a turn lock closure. I've just stored the removable crossbody strap on the inside of the bag, but inside of this one you have 1, 2, 3 little card holders, and the bag is lined in a fabric material. So again, it makes sense to utilize the storage inside of the bag rather than take a card holder. But because we're doing like for like, I'm going to use the card holder and everything that I put into the Chanel Mini initially, just to show you for comparison purposes. So we'll put in the key holder as well, the phone, and there we go. I will grab the AirPods, the car fob, things are getting a little squishy, the lip colour, So I'm just going to show you that now. Whoops. So I'll just show you that now. So that's looking about capacity with the car fob balanced on top. And then I'll try and pop the glasses in, and you can see that ain't going to happen. So you're not going to be able to take a pair of reading glasses in your Fendi mini baguette, but you can take everything but the reading glasses, and that'll fit in there beautifully without making the bag look out of shape. Again, if we take out the card holder, and then we can just slip the key fob down a little bit further, you can see there's a lot more room. Let's try those glasses out and see if they'll fit. I think it's still going to be tight, but anyway, let's go. Oh yes, okay. So all we needed to do was remove the card holder, and we can fit the glasses in a soft case. It does look a little bit bulgy, but I think given that it's such a soft leather, it will, you know, eventually just mold itself to the contents and it will be fine. But I've never tried it with glasses before, so that was really interesting to me. In one of my original videos with this bag, I have actually used the mini pochette as a handbag liner for this bag. And you can see that it takes up most of the space in here. And what I've also done with the mini pochette, so I've used it as a handbag liner. I have then added the phone, and in the mini pochette I would have put my lipstick, my key, my AirPods, my cards and things in the back of the bag. But then on this little chain that goes on the mini pochette, that's where I attach my house key, so that I don't have to take this big key ring holder. And then that means that I don't have loose keys floating around in my bag, and I would just keep the zipper open on the mini pochette and just pop the key inside. So that's a little trick for the newcomers in terms of how do you get things to fit in your bag, or how do you have security around the things that are in your bag. It's definitely something that I like to do, and then everything fits really nicely. Obviously we're not fitting glasses in if we've got the mini pochette in, which is exactly the same as the Chanel mini rectangular. So yes, the capacity on the Chanel mini rectangular is much more generous than this little much more generous than this little mini Fendi Napa leather baguette. So as I said, the construction, I could have done like a bazillion different reviews here. The construction on the Zucca print baguette is kind of trapezoidal compared to the Napa leather baguette. And I never knew that before I purchased this bag, and I don't know why that's the case. But this one has a more beautiful shiny gold hardware than the Napa leather one, which is a bit more like of an aged look. And it has this beautiful kind of, I don't know, like a darker brassy tone than the real yellow gold tone of the Napa leather. It does not have as much organisation. It only has the one slip pocket. It doesn't have several slip pockets like the Napa one does. So that means that you probably want to take a card holder with this one, because there's not really much room there to put cards and cash in the back pocket. So here we go again. We'll put in the Chanel card holder, and we will also put in the key holder. We'll pop in the phone as well. Then we have the AirPod Pros, the car fob, and the Dior lip glow. You can see that now. And then I'm going to put the glasses in the soft pack on top. Oh, and that all fits pretty easily. Look at that. So I did think the capacity on this one would be better, and it absolutely is. She is packed to the brim, but she fits exactly the same as the Chanel mini rectangular. So that little bit of width at the bottom has made quite a difference to the capacity of this bag. So yeah, probably a fabric bag might work better for those people who want to pack some different kind of shaped things that might get in the way. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like without the card holder in, and we'll substitute the card holder for a pouch. This is my Fendi little Bug-Eye Monster pouch. I can put that in this one because there's no leather inside of it, so it's not going to scratch. So the pouch will give us a lot more storage options than what the card holder would. Then we're going to put the key holder in. We'll put the car fob, the lip colour, and the AirPods. And I'm just going to see if I can fit these little glasses in as well. Can we do it? Can we do it? Not quite. Not quite. Oh, no, not quite. It's not quite latched. So no, we cannot push our luck and do that. So also good to know. But obviously you can use the mini pochette as I talked about in the previous example with the Napa leather. So all in all, I think if you're talking about comparisons, the Chanel Mini Rectangular probably has the best capacity if you're talking leather for leather, even though, you know, the structure is quite a bit larger than the Fendi Mini Baguette. It does reward you with its capacity. But interestingly, today we found out that the Zucca print Baguette will actually match the Chanel Mini Rectangular for capacity. So there you go. Alright, so let's talk about the versatility of these two pieces. The Chanel Mini Rectangular in terms of versatile wearability, and I will put some mod shots up while I talk about this. This one, for reference, am 166 centimetres and Australian size 14. I can wear this one easily on my shoulder and crossbody. I love the crossbody drop on this bag. It's fabulous. You can also loop the, it is not an adjustable strap. So you can pull the strap out from inside of the bag, and you'll see me do this in the mod shots, but you can loop the bag, or loop the strap, sorry, underneath the flap and then close it, and then you've got yourself a much shorter strap drop. For many reasons I would not do this with the bag loaded up. Number one, can you see that the potential for this rubbing here on the side of the bag? There's potentially also an issue with you opening the bag and having these straps like kind of slide out, and then you dropping the contents of your bag. Potential wear across the inside of the flap of the bag. I mean, it's something you would only do if you're carrying just a couple of things and you wanted that cute little shoulder drop with this bag. With the Fendi Mini Baguette, however, you have a lot of options. You've got this little top handle, which is also removable, and so you can keep that on, or you've got these cute little clips and you can take it off. Obviously the D-rings will remain on the bag, so some people don't like when you can see that the bag should have straps but doesn't. And the strap also is removable, so I can wear this bag easily on my shoulder, crossbody. You can loop the strap under the flap like I did with the Chanel as well to shorten it. And obviously you have the top handle, you can wear it as a clutch. The other thing you can do with Fendi bags is you can customize them. And what I love about Fendi is that a lot of the accessories are interchangeable and they give you a lot more options on how you wear the bag. So this is the O-lock chain that I recently purchased to go with my mink Fendi First, but I can use it with this baguette as well, because you can see that the gold complements each other, and then I can use it as a gorgeous little flat bag. And I think I did show this when I did the unboxing and reveal of one of my bags recently. I can't remember which one. So that's cool. I can also add some of my larger Fendi Strap U straps with this bag and really change up the look of it as well. So I won't do a mod shot, but I can kind of attach this strap to this little bag and take it to the next level. Actually, why don't I just pop it on and show you? And I think I might have a little picture on Instagram of me doing this as well. So you could actually wear this quite short because of this strap, and then it will look like a little bum bag kind of thing. or that's been worn crossbody, or you can wear it longer. But you do have a lot of versatility with Fendi pieces and customization, because there are always new straps and accessories in store. Now, if you're like me, you'll wear these bags both casually and formally. It really doesn't bother me. I think this Chanel Mini looks just as good with active wear and my little Pilates socks in it when I go to Reformer Pilates, as I think it looks on an elegant night out worn on the shoulder. Similarly with the Fendi Mini Baguette, particularly the leather version, I think is really sweet for a beautiful formal day look. It is not beyond me to carry the Zucca Baguette top handle as an evening look though, because this beautiful hardware, let me just remove this strap so that you can see, because the beautiful hardware really does make this bag pop. And I think because of the darkness of the Zucca, it actually, oh there we go, snap, it actually looks beautiful as a little evening bag. It's much dressier than, say, a Louis Vuitton monogram canvas from that perspective, in my opinion. Okay, this has turned into rather a long video, and I've gone into a lot of detail, and I hope that that's helpful for those of you who are shopping. So the pros and cons of these bags. Chanel, I mean, nothing really compares to this beautiful classic flap looking bag that is not classic. The mini rectangular is not one of the classic lines from Chanel, yet it comes out pretty much every season in black lambskin. So, weird. Chanel leather, well, let's just say there's a lot of conversation happening about that at the moment. I do find it is particularly... this version, like you can see how thick and these quilts are, but it does make you think. Like there is some wear across that section, as I mentioned before, where I've worn it crossbody, so I don't think they're meant to be worn crossbody, but I just use leather conditioner and kind of take care of it. This is going to be my bag, it's not going anywhere. The price of the Chanel Mini, the accessibility to the Chanel Mini, both cons for this bag. Obviously the capacity is a definite pro, as well as the looks of it. The lack of adjustability of the strap and ways that you can wear this bag are probably also cons as well. And to be honest, I haven't been wearing mine very much at all lately, because I've been preferring my Chanel heart bag that you can see behind me, just because it's a little bit more whimsical. I had a big love affair with this bag when I first got it. I still love it, but you know. Now, with the Mini Baguette, obviously there's a few benefits. So I'm going to put these two side by side. The leather version I still think is a really good price, and it's a great alternative to the Chanel Mini, and you should be able to get it in a range of colours every season, especially black and white in this one. You can always get, as well as the Zucca print in the uncoated canvas. Price wise, the leather is a great option. The canvas is a bit expensive, so maybe do what I did and try and pick one up pre-loved for quite a bit of a discount. Speaking of pre-loved, you're probably going to struggle if you want to sell your Fendi Mini Baguette to recoup quite as much money or even make a profit as compared to the Chanel Mini Rectangular. The capacity of the Napa Leather Baguette is smaller than the Mini Rectangular, but the Zucca Print Baguette is the same. So, you know, there's a pro and con. Obviously, the versatility in how you wear these and where you can wear them is right up there as a big pro as well. Which one do I think is the better value or the better option? Well, it's going to come down to two things for me. If you're looking to break in to luxury and you want your first luxury piece, you want something that's going to take you day to night, that's not going to break the bag and give you a taste of having a fabulous luxury experience in store that's accessible, that you can get when you want it, go Fendi. All the way, go Fendi. If you're a little more advanced in your luxury journey and you've been buying pieces, and one of the things that you really want to have in your handbag collection is a piece of Chanel, and you're wondering whether to get a classic flap in the small or the medium or a wallet on chain, I would recommend the Chanel Mini Rectangular. I think this kind of ticks all the boxes of a classic bag. It comes out every season in different colours, even if you don't want the black. It's just really hard to get hold of. It's nearly double the price in Australia of this one. And if that's where you're at in your handbag journey, then go for it. But I think they're pretty even Stevens in terms of pros and cons. It's just a matter of personal taste and what kind of vibe you're going for. So if I have missed anything in this very now 38-minute review, please let me know in the comments below, because people are going to be watching this video who are trying to make decisions about which one of these bags that they go for. So it's always good to get your collective intel and have people have the opportunity to read through that. If you've liked this video, found it useful, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes some extras when I have the time. So I'd love to see you back here for my next one. If there are any other comparisons or reviews that you would like me to do whilst I'm chilling out here on Ban Island not buying anything, then also let me know in the comments below, because I have the time. It's a really good opportunity for me to get to know my pieces well and play around with them, and also consolidate. And going through these reviews can really help me to decide which bags should stay in my collection and which ones I should move on. So yes, I will sum it up. I feel like I've been talking flat out non-stop underwater for quite a bit, and say thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.